Well, it's good to be back in Chicago here at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse, talking about apologetics. So I study apologetics for my master's, and inevitably I'll be asked by people at a party or on the plane, what is apologetics? Because it sounds like you need to apologize for something. Well, it actually comes from the Greek word apollo, which means to give reasons or to give evidence. So it's to give reasons and evidence for your faith. Because when we come to faith in Christianity, it's almost like our heart wants to believe it's true, but our brain gets in the way. Our brain has doubts. So apologetics answers the doubts of our brain, kind of connects our brain with our heart. And we'll see by the recent research by the Barna Research Group that people come into Christianity mainly for two reasons. One, as they show, is that they experienced it. Christianity provided them practical use. So because of your experience and testimony, hey, it works for you. And the second reason is because of the deep emotional outlet that it gives you. It's comforting, it's consoling, it helps during your trials through life. And this is good, but if we dig deeper into Christianity, it's more than just an emotional appeal or experiential appeal. Because if you tell people why you're a Christian and you say, well, because it helps me emotionally or because of my experience, they'll say, well, yeah, that's good for you, but it doesn't work for me. And that says nothing of whether it's true or not. So experience and emotional is good, but there's much more. And Jesus was more than just some spiritual guru who came and preached love and peace and asked him to experience him. He was much more than that. He was actually, as he said, truth. And you don't get at truth through personal experience and through emotional appeal alone. You get at truth through knowledge and reason. And this is what apologetics does. It describes what is true of Christianity. Because Jesus, when confronted by Pontius Pilate, and Pilate asked him, who are you? Are you a king? He said directly, I am the truth. I have come into the world that I should bear witness to the truth. Everyone who hears the truth hears my voice. He went on earlier in John to say, I am the truth, and the truth will set you free. So Christianity, in essence, is a truth statement. This is how Jesus defined himself. Rather than just a peaceful man, he said there's more. It's a truth statement. What do you do with true statements? Well, you look for evidence. You look for evidence and reasons to see if it's true or not true. Just like if someone gave you a truth statement that there are a bunch of wild turkeys running out in your yard right now, you would go see if that was true or not. As the Bible says, seek and you shall find. And it's really interesting because Jesus told us this in the greatest commandment, that you should love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. With all your heart, this is the emotional aspect of Christianity, the comforting aspect. With all your soul, this is the experiential aspect of Christianity, your testimony. You grew up in it. This is who you are. And then thirdly, with all your mind. This is where apologetics comes in. It's the third leg, if you will, of the greatest commandment. In fact, Jesus' whole ministry in and of itself was giving reasons to show us that he was God in human form, through miracles, through evidence of what was written before, so historical evidence, and through reason. Obviously, seeing a dead man rise from the grave is proof in and of itself that Jesus was who he claimed to be, God in human form. Also, apologetics is used throughout the Bible. We'll see this in Acts of the Apostles when Paul went to Corinth and he reasoned with them for 3 days that the Christ had to suffer and that Jesus was the Christ who the scriptures talked about. So the apostles used reason throughout their ministry to show that Christianity is true. But some people may say, yeah, but faith and reason are at the total opposite extremes. But Christianity actually teaches that faith and reason come together. It's like a perfect marriage. Because faith kicks in where reason can't go. Reason of the scientific sense of, pure knowledge means 100% for sure. Faith means you don't know 100% for sure, really you can't know 100% for sure, but you believe based on reasons. So I don't say I don't say I believe in my brother, because I know the guy. I say I know him. I don't know if my plane will land on time or if it will land at all. I could do a statistical analysis of the flight record, the mechanical operation of the flight, interview the flight crew, and I would know for sure that my plane would land on time. I say I believe it will land on time based on these reasons. There's no mathematical formula to tell me that my wife loves me, that x squared plus y squared at the root of 3 equals she loves me. I say I believe based on these reasons. So faith and reason work together to show us that Christianity is true. So when you look at apologetics, it's good because it answers those questions that all people ask, believers and non-believers alike. Is there evidence for God? What is the evidence? Is the Bible reliable? Why does God allow pain and suffering? Who is Jesus of Nazareth, and why is he important? So apologetics answers the questions that come up in our brain. It brings together the truth of what Christianity is.